Hello, this is Tom at the Tractor Rescue Ranch. I am working on this old New Holland 905. Seems like that's all I ever do is mechanicking, trying to keep this old equipment running. But anyway, this wobble shaft right there, this is the piece from a previous video that broke. And so I've had it together and used it a bunch, but this bearing that goes right here, the bearing itself is not loose, but the brackets that hold it had wore down and was loose. I'll show you here what's going on with them. So there's the bearing itself, and it's a needle bearing and everything looks real good inside that needle bearing, but right there is the brackets that hold it right there and there, and they go on just like that, and they bottom out with the piece of metal that's between them before it tightens up the bearing, because they're loose right in here. So what I've done is taken and welded up and build up that inside piece there a little bit with the welder on that one, and so that's sitting a lot higher. It'll tighten up a lot better, and I'll do the same with this one. See if we can't get that bearing mount to be tighter. Okay, I got this part of it back together. You can see how squeezing it up on that inner piece tightens up on the bearing. It was loose in there before I built that up with some weld, and now it is all good and tight. So I think I'm in good shape on that bearing at this point. Okay, the next phase on this wobble shaft work that I'm doing, this piece goes right in there, and it's got a needle bearing in there and everything looks fine in that. But this piece here was just built up with rubber in the center there, and that rubber was all wore out. So this right there is the end of your sickle on the sickle mower part, and so you put that together like that and it makes the sickle go back and forth. So anyway, I couldn't find anything that fits in there just right, so I had my son James order a piece. This is that real heavy duty, I think it's Teflon or something, bearing material, and we couldn't find anything like that the right size either. So he ordered a piece of it and he put it on his lathe, and he made a couple of these pieces for me here, so I've got a spare. But anyway, hopefully that'll take care of that situation. Be nice if you could just go buy new parts, but it's pretty hard to do with these old machines. So I'll get that back together, and hopefully between that and I've got a back tire that blew apart. It was funny, it was an old tire that I'd put on there, years old, and I wasn't even driving it around. It just one hot sunny day, it just blew apart on me. So I got a new tire to put on and get this all together, and I should be back to work here. I've got some second cutting alfalfa hay to get done this week. The weather is rainy all week, but we've got a window, looks like, in the forecast next week, so I'll probably go to cutting second crop alfalfa next week. Okay, got it all together here. seems to be working real smooth. So it looks like I'll get a new tire on this machine and it's ready to go back to work. Thanks for watching.